Balloon.
So appropriate. Hi. Wow, this is so weird. Um, okay, well, originally when I thought about what I wanted to do for my senior gorilla act, I wanted to come out with balloons that would float in the air. And then I forgot until right before this started that unfortunately balloons that are not filled with helium do not The ironic thing is, had I stayed in engineering, I would know that. However, luckily for me and my sanity, and for my life and for my passions, I made a change in the path of my future. And I followed my dreams, and it landed me here. This is my happy book. It's really pretty. It's brown leather. I bought it in New York City the summer that I was living up there, going to Circle and Square. That summer was one of the happiest times of my entire life. There were so many reasons. The biggest thing that I have learned in college is how to be myself and how to celebrate that with everything in me. My characters that I have played have taught me so much about myself as I have found myself in them. And these are 21 balloons. Ironically, 21, Dark 7.
Yeah.
However, these 21 balloons represent the 21 characters that I have played since I started my college career. And they also, these balloons and these characters represent not just characters, but dreams and hopes that I have realized while playing these characters and while in rehearsal for these shows and while around all of you beautiful people. And yeah, and the funny thing about dreams and hopes is that a lot of times you have to share them with other people for them to come true. And so I would like to call some of those people to come take one of these balloons. And then come and sit around the edge of the stage if you would and hold your balloon. So if Michelle and Amber and Aaron and Will Cotton and Allie Jones, and I'll give you all your balloons in a second, I promise. I'm just trying to read off everything. Corey Smith, Megan Eversmeyer, Michael Waye, Leah Farrell, Spencer Collins, Yeah. Does anybody have any words next to you?
Where's the toilet paper?
Shoot. Oh.
That's 60.
Oh, here you go. Here.
Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Yes.
I want y'all. There. Let's see. I'm going to start off with, actually, okay. Jessie May. Your balloon represents Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, which was a show that I was in this summer. It was our children's show at Cortland Rep, which I was in with Sarah Jones Van Fossen. She was the Wicked Witch. And I was Glinda, but I was kind of evil. Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz has a really special meaning for me. When I was a little girl, I would watch that video at least once a week. I have memorized all of the commercials in between. They're all from, ironically, like 1 month before I was born. That was when my parents recorded this. And it's all about these parents, most of the commercials are about parents bringing home their children from the hospital. And this first one means a lot to me. My parents had this home video of me when I was 2, and both of my parents are engineers, by the way. And they're asking me what I want to be when I grow up. And one is recording, and the other one is sitting on the sidelines coaching me. And they ask me, and I say, very good little 2-year-old, an engineer. And they were like, yay! And then I paused, and I looked at the camera, and I said, and Dorothy. And you can see the, oh no, expression on my parents' faces. And the thing is, they knew before I did, this was my path in life. Before I was ready to admit it, they knew that. And they supported that in me. And I don't understand their support. So that's what your balloon represents. Going back. Michelle. Okay, your balloon represents Into the Woods. My very first show at the University of Alabama. What I learned from that show is sometimes you have to walk into the unknown. It will probably be different than you thought, but it might be better. Amber, your balloon represents Candide. Candide.
Candy.
The only thing I can really think about Candide is Bon Voyage.
Voyage.
Bon Voyage. So, oh, what a day. Bon Voyage. Erin. This is my roommate that I spoke of earlier that had such a beautiful impact on my life. Erin, your balloon represents Moon Over Buffalo. My first large role that I ever had in my life, and somehow I was blessed to have that when I was a sophomore in college. I don't understand that. In Moon Over Buffalo, that was my sophomore year. It was that was the year that I fell in love with so many things. And one of them was acting. And from Rosalind, my character, I started learning about standing up for myself. And I realized that that's one of the most important things that you can learn. It's something that I'm still working on, which some people addressed in the roasts earlier. They were very kind enough to do that. But Rosalind and all of you beautiful people. Your earrings. Oh,
You got it.
Rosalind and all of you beautiful people were what started me on that journey of standing up for myself. So thank you. Will Cotton, your balloon represents Medea. figure out what you believe in, and fight for it with everything in you. Allie Jones, your balloon represents thoroughly modern Millie.
Oh.
Millie, these are just lyrics that I pulled from the show that just have a special meaning to me. Make that wish, seek that thrill, come and get it, 'cause you always will. Strike up the band, only in New York. Never in my life have I been so definite in a direction of where I'm supposed to go next. And I just know that New York is my next step in life. And I am so beyond thrilled and excited to get there and to take that step for the first time by myself. And I'm so excited. Also for Millie, there really is nothing like a green glass love, however that love presents itself in your life. Corey Smith, your balloon represents Man is Blue. From Man is Blue, I learned that creating with your peers is one of the most rewarding things. Megan, your balloon represents uncommon women. I learned that from uncommon women that coming together as strong, independent women to stand up for what you believe in is one of the most powerful things. And it gave me such joy to do that with all of you. Michael, your balloon represents the producers, which I did at Flat Rock Playhouse. And I learned while I was there that that place will change your life. And you know that. Leah, your balloon represents bourgeois gentlemen. I learned from bourgeois that sometimes things don't make sense. That's okay. Eventually, they will. Or sometimes people will just enjoy the fact that it doesn't make sense, like Tommy Walker. I love that show, and I am so grateful for that. That made us have faith in the show. Spencer, your balloon represents almost me. From that show, I learned that people fall for each other in ways that they never expected. And that people are brought together in ways that they never expected. And that is just so neat. Allison Hines, you're hiding. Hi. Good, no glasses. Your balloon represents Blackout. I was very blessed to play two. And two things that I really got from that show were two's lines. One is, we all deserve this chance. Circumstance aligned in our favor. We were lucky. And the second thing, my family is a beacon in a storm. And never was that more true than last year. Both my family at home and my brother, and my family here. And that was, oh gosh, that show was so special to me. Caroline, yes, your balloon represents Chicago that I performed this summer at Cortland Rap. Oh, I thought you meant the one here. In that show, I was 6, and I was actually guilty. In that production, I learned that dancing and performing in a show like that is some of the most fun I have ever had. And freaking people out in the audience is really fun. John Paul Sneed, your balloon represents Joseph. Which I did this summer at Cortland. From Joseph, I learned that having dreams is one of the most important things in life. They keep you going, they sustain you in times of fear and doubt, and they give you hope for the future and courage for the unknown, which is what all of us are about to step into. But that is so unfathomably neat. Tuomi, your balloon represents a murder, as announced, where I was also Hungarian. We're in a third show in 1 year, but it's fine. Up at Cortland, I learned that getting yourself out into the world and working and meeting everyone that you possibly can will absolutely change your outlook on life. And that is very important tool. Let me see, Thaddeus, your balloon represents animal crackers. I learned from that show that sometimes people just need to laugh. Zacchaeus, your balloon represents Xerox City. Our scene from that meant so much to me. So lyrics that I pulled from that are taking the step, taking the stand, holding your breath, hoping for land. While some people fell and some people grew, in the end, it could be you. Emmy, your balloon represents Chicago here, where I was innocent. Lyrics that I pull from that meant so much to me are, oh, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I love my life, and all that jazz. No, but honestly, truly, deeply from my heart, you don't need anybody else to define who you are. You can love your life with everything that is in you for exactly who you are. But the thing is, having your friends and family to support you makes all the difference. Sharon, your balloon represents rent, which I was privileged to do at Flat Rock Playhouse with some 16 beautiful souls. I learned from Rent, I can't control my destiny. I trust my soul. My only goal is just to be. And also, the only way that you can measure your life is in love. And that is so evident here. Natalie, your balloon represents Flora. I learned from that beautiful show that when the biggest things happen to you in life, it really is a quiet thing. There's not necessarily going to be people cheering. It's going to be you sitting by yourself in a moment of realization and awe of what is happening in your life or in the life of others. And that is so neat. It's not always a big thing, and sometimes the quiet things in life are the most meaningful. The first time you say I love you, a hug. The first time that you perform on this stage, so many things in life. And I also learned from that show that I'm only in the market for long, loud laughter. That is the only way that I want to live my life. Oh gosh. My balloon represents Rutabaga, a musical, which was the children's show that I did at Flat Rock Playhouse, where I played Little Miss Susan Slack and Twist, who fell in love with Renee Hagley Hoagley. Did you say suck and twist? Little Miss Susan Slack and Twist. No. Okay, so little Susan, she fell in love with Henry Hagley Hoagley, who wooed her by playing the guitar with his mittens on. This Rutabaga musical was jazz hands are important. And there's also an exclamation point after Rutabaga. That's also necessary.
Like celebration.
Exactly. Rutabaga is a collection of poems that are written by Carl Sandburg and put to music in songs that he collected called the American Song Bank, and they're all folk songs. While I was at Flat Rock, Carl Sandburg became very important to me. He speaks in almost a childlike manner, but something that is so profound that will speak to generations. And I learned one of his poems while I was there, and that's one of the only ways that I know how to begin to say goodbye. stars if you wish it so. Gather the songs and keep them. Gather the faces of women. Gather for keeping years and years. And then loosen your hands. Let go and say goodbye. Let the stars and songs go. Let the faces and years go. Loosen your hands and say goodbye. All of that being said, I would like to share a couple one more thing. It's just another thank you for all the things that I've done and all the things that all of you have been part of and have made such a beautiful, wonderful impact in my life that I cannot even begin to express my gratitude for. Some of the freshman boys stood backstage and blew up these balloons from right before when I was freaking out because I really suck at blowing up balloons. I can't do it. They just they blew all of them up and Jeff Parker too, and they were just like, what do you need? What do you need? And there were so many people who Wen tore the sheets off of his bed so he could help me with his next step. Patrick and all these beautiful, wonderful people did all these, and Jordan called his parents and got them to bring their projector so I could do this. So thank you to all of them so much from the bottom of my heart. These are some of all the things that I've done.
Oh.
And my beautiful friend Michael Way is sing for me.
Keegan, hit F5. Here it says. No, that didn't work. I just figured out
We've come too far.
That has no sheets right now. Going to
When there's nowhere else to run, is there room for one more sun? Oh, this is song perfect. One more song. If you can hold on, if you can hold on, hold on. I wanna stand up, I wanna let go. No, you don't. I wanna shine on in the hearts of men. I wanna mean it from the back of my broken head. Another headache, another heartbreak. I'm so much older than I can take. And my affection, well, it comes and goes. I need direction to perfection. No, help me out. Yeah, you know you gotta help me out. Yeah, don't you put me on the back burner. Oh, you gotta help me out. When there's nowhere else to run, is there
Yeah.
changes the gold-hearted girl that I used to be? Hey, you know you gotta help me out. Yeah, put me on the back burner. You know you gotta help me out. Yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Y'all please join me on this part. Yeah, you know you gotta help me out. Yeah, put me on the back burner. You know you gotta help me out. Yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. You're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, don't you put me on the back burner. You're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Over and when everything's lost, battle is won with all these things that can hold on. If you can hold on. I'm sorry this ran for so long. Thank you all so much for being a part of my college experience. I could not have asked for more.
Ha.